Earliest football memory. Well, I do remember I grew up half my time in London and half my time up in Stoke, up north. And I used to love, as a kid, going to watch Stoke City. I used to love the fans. My dad played for Stoke, and I really enjoyed my time up there. But one thing I do remember was, as a young kid, where we used to go in the box, it was just on top of the boothing end, right behind the goal. And you know, those games against Port Vale and Stoke, they're in the same division then. Those derby games, I just remember the Victoria ground, and the Stoke fans were unbelievable. And as a kid, we had the box was just hanging over the boothing end, and you know, when they used to sing Delilah, and it was just unbelievable. And as a kid, it was just like, I want to be a footballer. Like, it was just unbelievable. So definitely my time, you know, as a kid, spending a lot of time at Stoke City was unbelievable. As a young kid, I used to love Gazza. Gazza was probably my hero. But I'd have to say my dad as well. You know, I used to, you know, as a kid, I remember going to school, and I always used to go to, you know, spend a bit like a boarding when I was young, a sports school, and I used to take my dad's video to his debut for England against West Germany, and I was so proud of him, and I used to show my mates, and I used to watch that game all the time. And but he was definitely my hero. I used to, you know, growing up, he was everyone talked about him, and everyone told me how good great a player he was. And you know, especially that debut against West Germany, I thought he was outstanding. So he was definitely, growing up, he was my hero. And you know, just as a player, as a character, you know, he was definitely someone I looked up to. My first one was probably winning the Golf Cup in Bahrain. You know, Bahrain at the time, at that level, had never won anything. And Peter Taylor took me there. Pete did really well with the first team, and I was with the 23s, and we beat Saudi Arabia in the final. And it was just, you know, there was a lot of hard work went into that. It was it was a real demanding tournament. You know, the heat, the conditions. You know, we were sort of little old Bahrain, you know, playing against the bigger teams, and you know, Saudi Arabia's, and these Saudi Arabia's are a very, very strong team. And I remember we beat them in the final, and just at the final whistle, I remember my team manager just falling on the floor and crying. And it was just like all just months of hard work and fight and spirit. The players were in tears. It was just a really, really good moment. And you know, after that, the country were just really proud. It was just, you know, something that they don't do a lot, and it was just a really, really good moment.